Magandang Sabado po ng umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako po yung Radyoman, Jenny Pahilanga. Muli po, welcome sa ating programa hatid sa inyo ng RMN at syempre po ng BCYF. Kasama natin syempre sa umagang ito, huling Sabado ngayon sa buwan ng Oktubre. Ang aking partner Jojo Armenta. Partner, magandang umaga sa iyo.
Good morning po sa ating lahat. Nako, napakagandang weather ngayong Sabado ng umaga, no, partner Jenny. At nako, palapit na tayong palapit sa Christmas. Napipil mo na ba, partner Jenny?
Teka muna.
Christmas break.
Teka muna, partner. Birthday muna nating dalawa.
Oo nga, no? November ka rin pala.
Ayan, sa
Grabe.
November.
Month.
Oo nga. At iba na rin yung medyo simoy ng hangin kapag madaling araw. But anyway, partner, sabi mo nga it's a beautiful Saturday morning dahil gaya nga ng ating naipangako ay panibagong inspirasyon na naman ang umagang ito sa ating lahat. Pero last week, pinag-usapan natin ang tungkol sa, sabi nga, yung sa larangan ng arts, no? Ni Sir Ian Lucero.
Si Ian, no, napakita niya sa atin yung calligraphy art niya. Siya pala yung founder ng Calligraphy Filipino, which is a very rare art form. But I think it's very important to tackle and to show that kasi yung baybayin, yung traditional letters ng isang Pilipino, no, yun, pinakita yun ni Ian through his artwork.
At maganda yon kasi bilang Filipino, talaga naman through his arts, no, yun yung calligraphy na yan,
right,
na ipapakita niya sa mga kabataan at sa mga Filipino ang kanyang pagmamahal, sabi nga, sa bayan, diba? At saka meron siyang mga pala, no, inatinan na ng mga exhibit, and in the coming days, may mga exhibit pa rin siya.
Yes, kaya naman natunghayan natin last Saturday na hindi lang pala ang citizenship ay yung pagiging traditional heroism, no? Pwede rin siya sa arts.
Tama.
At pwede rin siya sa iba't ibang bagay katulad ng pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw na ito, partner Jenny. CSR in sports.
Yun, sports naman. Maganda ito, no? Kasi yung mga tayo mga Filipino talaga tayo mahilig tayo sa sports, di ba?
Kaya I think makaka-relate yung maraming listeners and viewers natin for this morning.
Oo. At syempre, partner, ay tutok ko kayo. Iniimbitahan namin kayo ni partner Jojo, RMN, DCXL 558 Manila. I-like and i-share nila yan. At sa ating YouTube channel, DCXL 558. I-like nyo na po at i-share nyo na ngayon yan sa umagang ito. Sa partner, di natin pakatatagalin pa pagbabalik natin. At after na ating break ay makakasama na natin ang ating unang panauhin dahil ang pinag-uusapan nga natin ngayon ay tungkol sa sports, CSR, 'di ba? In sports. Ayan. So tutok lang sila, diyan lang ho kayo at pagbabalik natin kasama na ho natin ang ating unang panauhin. Sa pagbabalik yan, partner Jojo ng ating programang Kwentong
Bayani.
Cellphone Plus Gold.
Ako si Weng, tagal ko nang iniinda yung sakit ng likod ko. Talagang napakasakit. Pero pag take ko ng Santon Plus Gold, sa loob ng 2 linggo, hindi na sumasakit ang likod ko.
Cellphone Plus Gold. Mas pinalakas, pinagaling, pinahusay. Cellphone Plus Gold. Mabili sa mga butika.
Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Always remember, sa paglinis, pakitawin ang sahig. Mrs. Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Kitang na to the max.
Star Wax, ang #1 floor wax. May waterproof formula. Buhusan man ang tubig, balikin tabang sahig.
Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Kitang na to the max, max, max.
Star Wax Floor Wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Pride Bar, hindi lang puti, kisla puti.
Pag nilaban sa Pride Bar Blue, ang puting damit ay magiging
Mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito.
sa Pride Bar Blue. Pwedeng hindi na ako magtina, anyel o bleach dahil ang Pride Bar Blue ay may power whitener na nanunuot sa bawat hibla. Kaya ang damit ay kisla puti at panayan pa sa kamay.
Mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito.
Pride Bar Blue with power whitener. Di lang puti, kisla puti. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
A blessed day to you. I'm Reverend Philip Taroja. I'm a pastor and I've been serving the Lord since 1977. When the lockdown was announced, my mind went bizarre and bizarre. All of us experienced anxiety. I had to take care of my body. God introduced me to MX3. Kita ko talaga yung impact. And I thank God for guiding me. That's what I find in MX3.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Sa Metro Manila, DZXN.
Radyo, trabaho,
DZXN.
ang tunay na gabay sa hanap buhay.
Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani.
Oras natin sa buong kapuluan, 15 minuto na po makalipas sa 10 ng umaga. Kwentong Bayani hatid po sa inyo ng BCYF at ng RMN. Partner, para sa ating unang panauhin sa umagang ito.
No? So we're going to talk about po yung citizenship in sports, sa larangan ng sports, no? So our first guest for this morning is a student. Third year college pa lang po siya, no? Taking up AB Management Economics in Ateneo de Manila University. And she's a member of women's basketball. So since high school, naglalaro na po siya ng basketball. Alamin po natin, no, kung ano yung mga challenges sa pagiging woman sa larong yan, ano? And she's also a UAAP player, partner Jenny. So wag natin patagalin, no? Our first guest for this morning, Sandra Villacruz. Hi, Sandra.
Hello po. Good morning,
Morning.
Jojo and Miss Jenny.
Good morning, Miss
Yes,
Sandra.
Thank you for joining us this morning, ha, Sandra, for kahit na short notice, no, nakasama ka sa amin this morning.
Yes, okay lang talaga. And thank you also for having me.
How are you today, Sandra?
Okay naman po. Ayun, malapit na kami mag-academic break. So medyo chill na yung mga subjects namin. Kayo po?
Okay lang, we're very fine. Anyway, Sandra, ito nga partner, no, gusto nating malaman to. At kasi, syempre, mga babae, di ba, usually tayo, partner Jojo, alam mo yan, volleyball.
I know.
Volleyball. Pero ito, unang tanong ko sa iyo, Sandra, interesado ako dito eh. Bakit ito ang pinili mo, no, yung basketball as a sport?
Well, actually po, I started playing really, really young pa. So, the sport was introduced to me mga, I don't know, 6-7 years old by my parents, especially my dad. And then, so, what was so great about that time was because I was so young pa, alam mo yun, parang di ko nga alam na sport to ng mga quote-unquote guys, di ba? So, nakikisama lang ako sa mga games nga, and then I watched them play like with my uncles, ganyan. Tapos, tsaka ko lang na-realize na, ay, ano pala to, ito pala yung sport pala to pang guys. Yan pala yung sinasabi ng mga tao. But during that time, when I realized that, I really fell in love with the sport already. I loved everything about it. And then, so, I think that didn't really play so much of a factor anymore because nga, sobrang nagustuhan ko na talaga yung sport. But then, I think there was this one time when, dun ko talaga pinili. That was the time I was given an opportunity to pick whether I wanted to play volleyball or basketball. Kasi sa school namin, ano lang siya during high school, tsaka lang my women's basketball team. So, when I was going first year high school, they asked me, do you want to play volleyball or basketball? And then, so that's when I realized, ay, ang dami palang, parang mas famous ata yung volleyball for women's. Baka mas may future doon. And then, so tsaka ako gumawa ng mga research. Tapos then that's when I realized na, well, mas famous nga yung volleyball. Pero meron din naman mga women's na nagbabasketball. Like, doon ko na-realize na, meron pala sa college na may women's basketball team, ganyan. So parang, that became my dream. So I chose na, alam mo, dito na lang ako sa basketball. I want to be, I want to join this community and represent women in the sport because I think they are less represented in our community. So parang, alam mo yun, kulang eh. So doon na lang ako. Plus, love na love ko na rin yung basketball. So ba't ko papipilitin yung volleyball, di ba? Yun lang.
Right. Actually, sa society natin, meron talagang stereotype no, na kapag basketball, kailangan lalaki lang. Eh, di ba? Kung anong kaya ng lalaki, kaya rin ng babae.
Kaya rin.
I think you are so brave to choose that path, no? To choose that sport na pinanindigan mo na laruin yung sport na yan. And speaking of that, of course, hindi mawawala yung challenges, no? So Sandra, what are the challenges of being a woman in that sport?
Well, of course, lahat naman tayo, alam natin na mas malakas talaga yung guys physically. Meaning, alam mo yun, mas mataas sila tumalon, mas mabilis sila tumakbo, ganyan, natural na yun, and gets na natin. Pero, I think, yung pinakamalaking challenge talaga is that we're always compared to them. And feel ko parang, hindi dapat ganun eh. Kasi iba talaga tayo from guys, especially in the physical aspect, diba? So, pero since we still are, the challenge is that we have to put in more and more effort to, alam mo yun, kind of prove them wrong na kaya rin natin mga babae. Kaya natin to be as good as guys, we can play in that level of excellence. And, yun nga, sa basketball, yun yung because of that stereotype, alam mo yun, parang also personally, like when I talk to my uncles and aunties, they know that I play sports. When they ask me, ano sport nilalaro mo? So sasabihin ko, basketball po. Alam mo yun, makita mo sa mukha nila, basketball? Parang ganun, di ba? So, I think there's that baggage that you have to carry when you're a woman in that sport, especially in basketball. And well, I believe naman, I take that as a challenge talaga in a good way. Meaning, I believe also that sometimes that's all one person really needs. Sometimes a person really needs that flag, another flag to represent in their lives that's bigger than themselves. So like example, sa amin, as a women basketball player, we're not just carrying ourselves or the school that we play for, but we're carrying all the women around the world. You know, so because of that, I think it is a challenge, but it also makes you play for a bigger and better goal in life. So alam mo yun, mas magaganahan ka mag-training, and then you're more conscious about how you represent everything that you are representing. So like your school, your family, your country, ganyan.
Naku, hanga nga tayo, partner, kay Sandra. Talagang tayo, dating kaya yan eh, partner, aminin mo yan.
Pero ako, partner, to be honest, talaga, love ko din ang basketball talaga. More than volleyball, soccer and basketball talaga yung sports ko din. Pero yun nga, nung high school din, tsaka nung college, mapagkamalan akong parang boyish. Kasi yun na yung sport na pinili ko. Pero, alam mo yun, sabi ko nga, kung kaya ng lalaki, bakit hindi? Tamo nga si Sandra, di ba, since high school, naglalaro na siya ng basketball. It's amazing talaga.
Oo, mas doble.
Lalo na kung one-on-one mo yung mga lalaki, no?
Correct.
Sa basketball.
Yes. Kaya mas doble mas doble yung paghanga namin sa iyo, Sandra. Eto na nga.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you then. As a young athlete, Sandra, what do you think yung mga paraan or ways para maipakilala natin, ma-promote natin sa kapwa mo, mga kabataan at sa mga nakikinig sa atin, sa mga kapwa natin Filipino, ang pagiging isang Filipino athlete?
I think what's important here is, diba, you said po, promote. And when you promote, kailangan po may nakikinig. Kasi kailangan magpo-promote ka na walang nakikinig. So I think we have to attract that, we have to attract the people. And to do that, I think we have to excel in our sport. Not only like physically, but we also have to be doing this with a good character. Kasi makita naman natin na kahit ilang medals pa nagawa natin, or any athlete actually, if we have so many medals, that's nothing if you're nambabastos ka sa court, madumi ka maglaro, ganyan. So I think in order to promote to being a Filipino athlete, we have to either so we have to train hard to excel, and we also have to practice good character. And this good character means to practice discipline, of course, and then we have to train to be healthy. We have to try our best to perform consistently. We have to strive for excellence, and of course, we have to respect other people.
That's good.
Right. Ano naman tingin mo, Sandra, yung parang comparison, ikaw, in your personal opinion, no? Yung kumbaga, yung mga athletes sa ibang bansa and athletes sa mga Filipino in general, what do you think are the comparison usually being perceived in our athletes?
Actually, to be honest, when I was checking, I was thinking about that, and in basketball mismo, I think makita natin because we are not as gifted as other countries and other nationalities for height. Alam mo, we are known for being super masipag in the court. As in, tayo yung, because we do have to do more and more, to give more effort in terms of like catching up in their speed and stuff like that. We are used to that kind of training. So because of that, in the court, we are known as the people who are always has energy. Tayo yung nag-rebound sa one end, tapos tatakbo na ulit, yung ganyan. So hindi tayo tamad. Yun yung nakita nila. That's their impression on us as Filipino athletes compared to other countries.
Tama.
Okay, that's good. At sa ngayon, Sandra, ano ang bukod dyan na mahihikayat mo o maibibigay mo na payo sa ating mga sa kabataan na katulad mo na nandyan sa ganyan ng klaseng larangan ng palakasan, maging basketball man o hindi, basta sa sports, ano ang pwede mong maipayo sa kanila para maging katulad mo din at inspirasyon? At syempre sabi nga ikaw din ay maging kagaya nila, Sandra.
Well, para sa akin, I think what really matters, aside from all the medals that we are able to get in sports, yun nga, as what I said a while ago, it's the character. Because, ayun nga, one person that really inspired me was yung Olympian natin na si Marjorie Didal. And, alam mo yun, hindi nga siya umuwi with the medal, pero everyone was in awe of her and everyone was really proud of her pa rin. Kasi, she was known for her character, and so I think that's one thing that we have to focus on as athletes, because that's where it starts. If our character if we're not used to working hard, and if we're not used to persevering, we cannot reach the level that we want to talaga, the excellent level. Yun. So I think for the youth, the younger people, I think it's really focusing on who you are as a person while you're training and going through all of these hardships. Because when we form our character through sports, we are able to apply that in other aspects in our lives. Yun po.
Very well said. Yes, partner. Ayan.
Ikaw ba, mayor bang nalalapit na schedule na for UAAP? Wala pa rin, no?
Wala pa po. Yan, we're all waiting pa rin. But I think
you guys are still practicing?
Yes po, online. Online kami nagpa-practice.
Oh, wow! Naku, parang hirap nun, no? Online kayo nagpa-basketball.
Paano yun? Paano
hirap? Puro strengthening and conditioning lang for now, and some dribbling. Pero, of course, wala kaming one-on-one, mga scrimmages. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sige, ito last question, no, Sandra. Since we're talking about CSR or citizenship in sports, what makes you proud as a Filipino?
Well, as a Filipino, I think there's a lot of things to be proud of, and one thing that I'm really proud of is to be part of a community that has a culture of being yung masayahin, yung magalang, very hospitable. Yun talaga yung I really take pride in that, because I don't think that's a common thing for other countries and other nationalities, and because of that thinking and that culture, we tend to practice it more and more often. And ayun, another aspect that I'm really proud of are how we excel in terms of sports. As we notice, parang recently, we have a lot of players that went to Japan, diba? I don't know if you're familiar, sila 3D, ganyan. And they were taken in as imports. And it was really nakaka-proud talaga because, us kasi we're always so focused and we need to get imports. We need to get imports para lumakas yung team natin, ganyan. Pero now tingnan mo, we have Japan here, another country, that's taking our players as imports. And sobrang nakaka-proud lang talaga. And it's not just that, we have that in men's basketball and we already have that also in women's basketball. So yun, nakaka-proud to see the potential in growth for Filipinos. We have so many good characteristics. We can excel in so many other things. And so just for the potential that we have, parang nakaka-excite lang talaga to become a Filipino and to represent our country in those ways.
Okay. All right. And with that, Sandra, thank you very much. Napakadami mong naibahagi sa amin. Saan ka ba pwedeng sundan ng iyong mga tagahanga? At syempre, pwedeng makita rin yung mga pinagkakaabalahan mo, Sandra. May mga ka ba dyan? Page or sa social media? Saan
pages.
Oo.
Yes. So we have, for the Ateneo women's basketball team, we have a page in Instagram. It is called Ateneo Women's Basketball Team, and then my page Sandra Villacruz for Instagram and in Facebook.
Okay, sundan natin yun. Thank
you so much, Sandra.
Thank
you so much rin po for having me.
Good morning. Thank you.
You too.
Yan, partner si Sandra Villacruz. Ayan, ang ating napakagandang panayam, UAAP women's basketball player. Di ba, partner?
Yes, nako, dami natin natutunan, no? Sana maraming sport enthusiasts ang nakinig sa atin, especially yung mga kabataan na mahilig sa sports. I think what Sandra mentioned about being a woman athlete and a proud Filipino, marami tayong nakuhang quotable quotes from that.
Tama. At hindi lang yan, dahil sa ating pagbabalik pa, meron pa tayong panibagong mapupulot na naman po ng magandang kwento, inspirasyon sa larangan pa rin, of course, partner yan ng sports. Pagbabalik yan, syempre pa, dito lamang sa DZXL ng programang Kwentong
Bayani.
Malaki man o sa maliit na paraan, pwede kang maging bayani sa sarili mong kakayahan. Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani.
Oras natin 37 minuto makalipas sa 10 ng umaga. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo, partner. Eto na para sa ating pangalawang panauhin sa umagang ito.
Yes, nako partner, ang ating pangalawang panauhin. Very interesting, no, ang kwento niya. Dahil siya ay nakabase sa Canada, a Filipino-Canadian, ang ating second guest. Pakilala ko na po, no? 12 years na siya sa Canada with his family. Batanggenyo by birth, pero Ilocano by blood. So he worked as a college instructor at Batangas State University and then migrated to Canada in 2009. And now currently working as a public school board district division in their city and also sit as a trustee in their local and provincial union. So he also helped organize and lead Filipino Basketball League in Alberta and also an active member of Filipino-Canadian Association in their city. His sports affiliation includes Volleyball Canada through Alberta Volleyball Association, CABO through Local Basketball Referee Association, at board member din siya ng local table tennis club. Naku, napakadami pa ng sports ni Sir, no? So, huwag natin patagalin ang ating pong second guest for this morning. Walang iba, Mr. Raul Lastimosa. Hi, Sir Raul.
Good evening po. On behalf po sa mga narinig niyo po ako.
Go ahead po.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, po. On behalf of the Filipino migrants here in Canada, maliit lang yung city namin, pero I take pride to represent them on this guest interview.
Yan. Good evening ba dyan, Sir Raul? Tama?
Bali, ano na po rito,
What time po?
8:37 na po ng gabi.
Gabi dito po.
Friday.
Ayun, good morning here in the Philippines, Sir Raul.
Opo.
Okay. Ayan, napakadaming talagang mga activities ni Sir Raul. But sir, eto ang aking unang tanong sa'yo. How is it like po, living in a different country? Sabi nga, as a Filipino.
Siyempre po, nung bagong dating kami dito, siyempre, very parang agam-agam ka pa lang kasi hindi mo alam yung bagong mo. Pero but later on, makikita mo kung gaano kaganda yung pinuntahan mong lugar dahil nagkakameron tayo lagi ng comparison sa pinanggalingan nating bansa. Laging ganun. Nung dumating ako, I was quick to make an impression of the number one. Siyempre, yung network of government services. Nakita ko agad yung pagkakaiba nun. Available to us ng mga immigrants. Kasi nung dumating kami ng Thursday, the next day, I got my social insurance number, I got my driver's license, I got my health insurance card. And in-enroll ko na rin yung aking anak, which is grade 4 siya nun. All in one place.
Wow.
I don't think other countries have that. Tapos makita mo pa na ang Canada talaga really gives funding to those institutions to help new immigrants like us. Pero may mga may mga pros and cons eh. So observe ko rin na talagang ang laki talaga ng pagkakaiba because of the culture shock. Tawag ko culture shock.
Culture shock,
Culture shock. Nabalita niya po namin, Sir Raul, na maganda nga yung government services sa Canada, lalo na sa mga Pilipino, no? Which is, I'm very happy to know that kasi at least safe kayo dyan, no? Naaalagaan kayo ng government. Let's talk about po this, yung nililid nyo dati na organization, itong Fort McMurray Filipino-Canadian Sports Organization. Can you tell us more about it po, sir?
Actually, kasi maliit ang kaya kasabi ko para kung nire-represent yung buong Canada. Ang buong nation ng Canada, di ba? Maraming Pilipino riyan. Yung city namin ay under Alberta, which is close to British Columbia. So kami ay pangalawang province from Pacific Ocean. Tapos yung kabila naman, natawag sa amin Western Canada. Yung kabila naman ay Eastern Canada. Nandun yung Montreal, Ontario, at saka yung middle. And then, siyempre, kung nasa ng mga Pilipino, laging merong sports. Kasi talaga, sabi yung sabi kanina ni Sandra, talagang tayo, bukod sa simbahan, ang una nating hinahanap, bukod sa simbahan,
sports
ay basketball court.
Sport.
Tinagad na natin hinahanap. Pero kung bakit, nasa nature siguro natin mga Pilipino talaga yon. Pero bago ko sagutin yun, gusto ko lang dagdagan din yung unang tinanong mo na talagang how is like living in a different country sa Filipino. Talagang number one natin ang problema lagi ay yung language and cultural barriers. Talagang aminado tayo. Meron tayong handicap sa pronouns. Pronouns and speaking language. Although nakakapag-speak tayo ng English, pero meron pa rin konting barriers. Pangalawa, Chile rito sa amin nasa may taas kami. Medyo malapit kami sa North Pole.
Yeah.
Yung malapit doon sa boundary ng US, yun, hindi siya nag-i-snow masyado ron. Pero dito sa lugar namin, very kami, chilly talaga. Northern climate, inaabot kami ng mga -30, -45. Pero pag nag-80 na, wala nang pasok yun, siyempre, sa bahay na lang. And then, tapos high taxes and cost of living. Tsaka pag nagsusolo ka dito sa Canada, siyempre, feeling homesick. Dahil wala kang kaibigan. At diyan papasok minsan ang sports. May papaliwanag ko kung bakit. Pero kung ako tatanungin mo, on positive side, kung i-compare ko talaga ang Canada sa ibang countries, even to the US in context, ay maganda dito kasi may free and high quality education system. free. Pag sinabi natin free talagang free. And then, free healthcare system, lalo na dito sa amin sa Alberta, talagang maganda ang healthcare system namin dito. Kung meron kang health card, punta ka lang sa hospital, wala kang babayad. Because it's part of the taxes. Tapos, ang pinakamaganda pa, Canada has an open and discrimination-free job market. Talagang diversity tayo rito, diversified kami mga tao rito, pero walang discrimination talaga. Siguro may maliit, pero hindi ganun kalaking discrimination. Hindi ka pwede sa amin kasi Pinoy ka. Si brown yung kulay mo, walang ganun. Ayaw ng Canada ng ganun. At saka siyempre, yung a better financial outlook. Kasi pagpunta mo rito, number one na gagawin mo agad, mag-multiply ka agad eh. Sasabihin mo agad, times 40 yan, mahal na yan sa Pilipinas. Parang gano'n lagi agad. Pero, maganda ang financial outlook dito. Yan. So, with regards naman dun sa tanong mo, dun sa about our organization, ang mga Pilipino, kasi culture ng mga Pilipino, lagi nag-grupo. Pansinin niya yan.
Oo nga.
Facebook group, Facebook page, kahit saan pumunta, kahit saan parte ng mundo. Report the world. Laging ang mga Pinoy, laging gusto may grupo kasi tayo, sa culture natin, very friendly tayo. Gusto natin, kung nakakita ka ng isang Pinoy, uy, taga saan ka? Ay, taga Bulacan ka pala. Uy, taga Pangasinan. Uy, taga Bulacan din ako. Yung mga ganun ba? Na yung ang ating pagiging yung friendliness natin sa bawat isa, parang kahit hindi mo siya kamag-anak, dahil Pilipino siya, parang family mo. Tapos minsan, meron pa rin ng regionalism, mga buo pa rin ng mga grupo-grupo. Pero meron namang unity. Yung aming group dito, dahil maliit na lugar, halos lahat ng city na malalaki, for example, sa Ontario, meron sila doon, sariling mga grupo ng mga sports. Iba-iba, hindi lang sports association. Minsan, yung sports association ay connected sa Filipino-Canadian Association nila. O minsan naman, solo. Pero most of the time, ay sila connected sa Filipino-Canadian Association. Yan. Ang purpose namin, siyempre of course, kahit sinong tanongin, ang purpose talaga namin ay sa amin to create an avenue of sports outlet. Tapos, kasi mga busy kami na working immigrant, minsan, Sabado na lang at Linggo yung pahinga. So, minsan ang outlet natin is sports. Pinakamaganda kasi ang outlet is, aside from church, sports, di ba? And then, another purpose namin ay mag-organize kami ng leagues in sports activities and develop athletes. Bakit kailangan namin gawin yun? Kasi minsan, sa loob ng mga school, nag-i-excel ang ating mga Pilipino. Whether galing ng Pilipinas o dito pinanganak sa Canada. Bating sa sports, talagang sila yung mga number one nagta-try out. Kahit sa sports, especially basketball. Whether siya ay 4'11", or 5'11", makikita mo yan, magka-try out yan for basketball. Tapos ang kanyang mga counterpart na Canadian tsaka ibang nation, ang lalaki naman, mga 5-footer, 6-footer, pero hindi tatakot ng mga yan. Sige, basketball. Kahit na sabi ko kanina nga niya, na isa nating gas kanina na matatakang tayo mga Pilipino pagdating sa basketball, kahit ganun tayo kalaki, talagang sasabak tayo sa basketball kasi yun yung ating talagang favorite na player. Yung passion natin sa basketball, iba. Lahat tayo passionate sa sports, sa mga Pilipino. Pero pagdating sa basketball, talagang iba. And minsan natutuwa sila at nagugulat sila pag sometimes we're creating our story, sasabihin namin sa kanila, then you know, when you visit in the Philippines, every corner of the Philippines has a basketball court. Whether it's an electric post or tutuwa sila, what? Sabi nyo sila, minsan, what? Tutuwa sila kasi yun ba kayo ka-passion sa basketball? Kasi para bang ang tingin nila parang hindi kayo bagay kasi ang lalaki ninyo. Ang lalaki ninyo. Pero ang pinakamaganda doon, kasi tawag doon, isa akong living witness kasi nagtatrabaho ako sa school, sa public school actually. And then nagre-referee ako, and at the same time, na-coach ko yung volleyball at saka basketball team ng anak ko. Diba? Sarap ng pakiramdam nun. Tsaka pag nakakakita ko ng sa mga bawat elementary, Kasi grade 4 and 5, diyan nagsisimula yung may mga liga sa school, then meron junior high, senior high school, hanggang sa college. So, yun ang ginagawa namin. Sabi namin, nag-organize kami ng liga at saka sport activities, una sa mga Pilipino muna. Para kasi pag hindi sila nakapaglaro sa school nila, meron silang venue ng sports. Siyempre, nandun na rin yung unity and camaraderie ng mga Pilipino na laging sinasabi ng mga Filipino-Canadian associations. Tapos, yun na rin yung para namin para makapag-give back kami sa community.
Babalik nyo.
Para makapag-give back kami sa community as an athlete, as a coach, or as an official. I'll give you an example. Kasi katulad namin ako, nag-referee ako ng basketball, nag-referee ako ng volleyball, nag-referee kami ng kami sa ibang mga sports na parang sa Pilipinas din, may mga iba-ibang sports din. Tapos meron din kami rito ang Athletic Association, katulad sa Pilipinas na merong Straka, Squaw, meron tayong palarong pambansa, di ba? Pero yung palarong pambansa medyo malaki na yun. So ang ano namin dito, hindi lang ako ang leader, marami kami organizer ng mga Filipino actually. And then sabi namin, let's get back to the community as something. Kasi ganun naman ang mga Pilipino, di ba? Pag pag merong volunteer opportunity, ginagrab agad natin yung volunteering spirit natin ay dinadala agad natin yung pagiging volunteer natin. Whether in the forms of community service or sports o kahit na anong paraan. So on my part, nakita ko ang avenue yung sports na pwede akong mag-give back sa community as fully participating as a whole. So, ginagawa namin, sige, yung mga Pilipino, naglaro ng basketball kahit ganito kaliit. Tama yung sabi niyo na silang pinakamabibilis, silang pinakamasisipag, laging first five, kahit na hindi matatangkad, at gustong-gusto sila ng mga coach. Gustong-gusto sila ng mga coach. Siyempre, ikaw, very proud ka, di ba? Kapwa mo Pilipino na doon naglalaro. Yun yung sinasabi natin na tumataas talaga yung pride mo bilang Pilipino. Kasi makikita mo sila, sa Pilipinas hindi sila nagkameron ng ganong chance. Pero pagdating sa Canada, talagang nagkameron sila ng chance na ganon. And I'm also a living witness kasi yung anak ko ay nagbunga yung pagiging athlete niya. At simula siyang player hanggang elementary, nagkameron siya ng mga award. Di ba nakaka-proud yun pag nalaman na, yung anak mo, ang galing sa ganitong sports. Pag nag-uusap-usap kayo ng mga Pilipino rito, talagang kahit hindi mo siya kamag-anak, ay magiging proud ka sa Pilipino. Sir, sa sports pa lang yan, ha? Tapos yung anak ko, nung gumraduate nung high school, consistent, siya, player siya ng volleyball, basketball, tapos maging team captain ka ng sarili mong team captain siya ng high school. Di ba nakaka-proud din yun? Papa, sasabihin sa'yo, Dad, darating isang araw, Dad, I'm the team captain of my team. Di ba parang, tapos ang mga tao, yung mga Filipino, kaya mga ibang mga ibang lahi. At ang isa pang maganda, blessing din ng Panginoon, siguro dahil nga, nung nag-college siya, naglaro din siya ng volleyball sa college.
Wow.
Full scholar.
But Sir,
full scholar din.
Sir Raul, congrats dyan. Napakaganda ng mga achievements lalo po sa inyong anak. Pero gusto naming malaman, Sir, may mga programa ba na ipinagkakaloob sa ating mga Filipino athletes?
Oh yeah, marami. In general, may tinatawag na na Canadian Athlete Assistance Program.
Opo, ano yan? So
hindi lang lahat yun, kahit Filipino-Canadian meron. Kung naalala niyo yung meron ng Olympics, yung taga-Ontario na dalawang babae na swimmer, di ba? So, may mga, katulad ng nangyari sa anak ko, in college, meron siyang scholarship. Tapos, may mga sports funding pagdating sa sports. May mga sports funding. Mag-aano ka lang doon, mag-register ka lang doon sa mga sports funding na yun. It's whether through the school o minsan sa community.
Okay.
Kasi pagdating sa paglalaro, katulad ng experience ng anak ko, sa paglalaro niya, meron siyang within the school, dumadayo din sila sa mga ibang school, and then meron siyang club, yung volleyball athletic club niya, dumadayo din sila sa ibang mga sa ibang mga. And kahit yung inorganize namin na Pinoy basketball, minsan kaming mga Pilipino, nagbubuo kami ng team, tapos dadayo rin kami sa ibang sa Alberta. Meron din kasi kaming Inter-Alberta Filipino Basketball League. So naglalagay kami ng team, dadayo rin kami sa kanila.
Siguro,
lalo na sa malalaking city, napakalaki ng napaka citywide ang kanilang sports.
Siguro po, Sir Raul, so tuloy natin to sa mga susunod na pagkakataon pa. Napakasarap pakipagkwentuhan sa bahagi po ang inyong mga binabahagi sa aming kwento dyan po sa Canada sa ating programa sa mga Filipino athletes. Partner, but we're running out of time. Partner Jojo, siguro parting words na lang or sabi nga, what makes you proud as a Filipino, and parting words, Sir Raul, dahil medyo po tayo ay may susunod pong programa. Go ahead po, sir.
Okay. So, isa na lang. Alam niyo ba na ang every month of June ay dineclare ng Canada na Filipino Heritage Month? Sa buong Canada.
Opo.
It's a Filipino Heritage Month. So lahat ng mga Filipino organizations sa buong Canada ay nagse-celebrate ng Filipino Heritage Month. What makes me proud as a Filipino, of course, number one ay yung pagiging natin talaga, hardworking and respectful.
Yes po.
Daladala natin yan. Tsaka yung pagiging resiliency natin, pagiging matiisin natin. At tsaka, of course, yung ating pagiging marunong sa English. Number one din yan, na very proud tayo. Kasi lahat kaya natin kausapin.
Opo.
And with regards to other, Filipino has a passion for sports. So talagang very, humility kaya parting discipline, sa ibang mga parents na katulad ko.
Opo.
Pag hindi nyo kayang disiplinahin ng anak nyo, dalhin nyo sa sports.
Okay, that's good.
Kasi doon sila matututo ng humility. Susunod sila sa referee at sa rules and regulation. Discipline, kasi hindi sila pwede maglaro nang hindi sasabihin ng coach.
Okay.
And doon nila matututuhan ng paano maging isang yung team spirit ba?
Opo.
Paano magtrabaho sa isang team.
Opo.
Na magiging daladala nila hanggang sa pagtanda nila.
Okay po.
And then the last na lang, isang very proud ako is because we take care of our elders.
Yes.
Kung pag nandito kayo, makikita niyo yung pagkakaiba, how we take care of our elders and grandparents.
Okay po, very well
said. So yun na lang.
Opo.
Yun na lang.
Okay, and thank you po. Ayan. Thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you po.
Salamat
Sir
sa
Raul.
pag-invite. Although marami pa sana akong gusto i-share.
Next time po.
Maraming salamat in behalf of the Filipino immigrants here in Canada.
Okay, thank you, Sir Raul. Medyo partner, may part 2 tayo dyan. Thank you po. Dapat may part 2 tayo dyan, But anyway, partner, maraming salamat. Okay. At sige, partner, nasa inyo lang pagkakataon kung may gusto ka pang i-announce for next week din, and November na kasi bago tayo magpaalam. Go ahead, partner.
So, maraming salamat po muli sa ating guest, si Sandra and si Sir Raul, for being with us this morning. Next month, November, ay ang anniversary month ng BCYF. So, ang ating mga guests, babalikan natin yung mga dating volunteers, and mga partners, and everyone who got involved na we think we can could share something about BCYF and their experiences with us. So, abangan niyo po yan sa ating susunod na episode for this program.
And with that, maraming salamat, partner. Ayan, until next time.
Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga viewers at patuloy na nakikinig sa ating programang Kwentong Bayani. Muli, ako po si Jojo Armenta.
At ako naman po hanggang sa susunod muling Sabado, alas 10 ng umaga, Kwentong Bayani, Radyo Man Jenny Pahilanga. Abangan niyo po muli kami ni partner hanggang sa susunod na Sabado dito lamang sa programang Kwentong Bayani.